Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the podcast where we dive into the latest and greatest in the world of sports. I'm your host, Howard, and I'm excited to share my thoughts and opinions with you today. We've got a jam-packed show for you, but first, let's talk about what's been happening in the NFL. The Cincinnati Bengals have been making waves this offseason, and many are predicting that they could be the team to finally end their Super Bowl drought. In fact, CBS Sports recently ranked them as the second most likely team to do so, behind only the Buffalo Bills. But what's interesting is that despite their strong roster, the Bengals still have some holes to fill, particularly at the linebacker position. They've been linked to several free agents, including Bobby Wagner and Bobby Okereke, who could bring some much-needed veteran leadership to the team. And with training camp just around the corner, it's possible that the Bengals could still make a move to add one of these players to their roster. The Bengals have also been getting ready for the upcoming season, having recently concluded their mandatory minicamp. All 7 of their draft picks have been signed, and there's hope that cornerback DJ Turner will agree to a contract extension soon. The team is focused on winning without distractions, and it'll be interesting to see how they perform in the coming months. We'll also be keeping an eye on other teams, like the Buffalo Bills, who are looking strong this season. With their talented roster and dedicated fan base, they're definitely a team to watch. And let's not forget about the other teams that are looking to end their Super Bowl droughts. It's shaping up to be a fascinating season. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We're diving into a fascinating topic today, as we explore the world of high school athletics and the talented young athletes who are making headlines. From Louisiana to New Jersey, it seems like every region has its own crop of standout players who are dominating their respective sports. In Louisiana, the Monroe News-Star is inviting readers to vote for their Girls Athlete of the Year, with a range of talented individuals from different schools and sports in the running. Meanwhile, in New Jersey, a similar conversation is taking place, with athletes like Stephanie Smith, who rewrote the record books with 165 goals in soccer, and Luke Pash, who won Meet of Champions titles in 4 consecutive track seasons, being recognized for their impressive achievements. These stories are not just about individual achievement, but also about the dedication, hard work, and teamwork that goes into succeeding at this level. They're an inspiration to us all, and a reminder of the importance of supporting and encouraging our young athletes as they pursue their passions. As we consider these remarkable athletes and their accomplishments, it's clear that there's no shortage of talent or excitement in the world of high school sports. Whether you're a parent, coach, or simply a fan, it's impossible not to be impressed by the skill, determination, and sportsmanship on display. Speaking of humble thoughts, welcome back to the show, folks. We've got a real treat for you as we close out today's Howard's Opinion. I want to dive into the world of college football, specifically the Big Ten Conference, where some interesting predictions and developments have caught my attention. Now, it appears that Michigan fans are not exactly brimming with confidence in Pat Fitzgerald, the new head coach of Michigan State. In fact, a recent poll suggests that a whopping 44% of voters believe Fitzgerald will win 0 games against Michigan during his 5-year contract. 0. That's a pretty stark prediction if you ask me. And it's not just the fans. The odds makers are also skeptical, with Michigan State tied for the lowest odds of winning the Big Ten championship this season at plus 30,000. But what really caught my eye was the news that Michigan State has lost its athletic director, Jay Batt, after just 1 year on the job. Tom Izzo, the legendary basketball coach, expressed his frustration with the departure, calling it self-inflicted. Now, I'm not one to speculate, but this could be a sign of turmoil within the Michigan State athletics department. And then there's the recruiting front, where Michigan football is trending for a major prospect in 2028 4-star edge rusher Major Stokes. This kid is a coveted target, with offers from some of the biggest programs in the country, including Alabama, USC, and Oregon. If Michigan can land Stokes, it would be a huge coup for Jim Harbaugh and his staff. On the other hand, Michigan State is dealing with its own recruiting news, as 4-star recruit OTRJ Clem has committed to Wake Forest over the Spartans. And while Michigan State did receive some positive news, with predictions that they might land 2028 four-star edge rusher Major Stokes' teammate, it's clear that the recruiting trail is going to be a wild ride for both of these Big Ten powerhouses. As we wrap up today's show, I want to leave you with this thought. The world of college football is always full of surprises, and the next few months are shaping up to be some of the most interesting in recent memory. Will Michigan State turn things around under Pat Fitzgerald? Can Michigan land some of these top recruits and make a push for the Big Ten championship? Only time will tell. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep your head in the game.